What's good, superstars? Back with another Vivi video. You got Superstar Joe. You got the Superstar fam in the building. How's it going, fam? Bam, 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 bam. How did that feel? How did that feel? I just punched you through a sticky note, covered your eyes. You couldn't see where I was coming from, and you're just getting beat up on all sides. You didn't see that one coming because I am always changing the game, leveling up every single video. You guys got to come prepared. You got to come prepared with your boxing gloves ready to go at the beginning of the video. But if you are new here and you're wondering what that's about, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below, hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post, but also you can practice for the intro, and then maybe you will become as skilled of a fighter as I am through the screen. Like you've never seen anything like it. Also, you can become a superstar VIP. Whoop. $2.99 a month. Hit the join button underneath the video. You get a star next to your name right here. Next to your name, you're going to leave a comment. You're going to be one with the star next to your name. You're going to look super duper cool. Also, first dibs on merch. First dibs on Star in the Universe raffles at the end of every single month. We got a drop predictions, spreadsheets. All the spreadsheets are available. And I'm going to be posting my buys and sells. I've done a lot of cleaning up. You guys know it's going to be a huge list that is coming out for the VIP. Probably this week, maybe in the next 2-3 days. So also, if you want, thank you to all the VIP who continue to support. This will also be getting updated in the next few days. And where's the other slide? There it is. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. In the description, you will find the P.O. box if you want to send us something, become a Superstar Hall of Famer. And you will also find the link to our Discord where today's video topic came from. We have a video ideas tab there. And when we're in a pinch, I definitely love going over there. And it's always great ideas. Like I've seen a couple there. Shout out to Tron. This is not your video idea, but I'm looking into doing that one and as well. But this is Double Quill's video idea. We're going to be talking about it in a little bit, but Double Quill has a great blog also, so you make sure to go check her out on Twitter and then go into her blog. It's on Medium, so you guys are all familiar with that website. But I think she's up to 7 or 8 now. It's crazy. I love the writing style. Even the way that she wrote this video idea, I'm going to go through it verbally, like exactly how she wrote it, because it's just got all of the effects. Like it's such an easy read and actually something cool to talk about. So let's get into the Vivi Twitter here. Today we had first appearance of Howard the Duck. It's the Man Thing comic. I don't even know if anybody remembered this drop happened because yesterday we had the Platinum Moments and everybody was all over that. This is still in the store. Buy now is still available. And it looks like they sold about half of the 7,500. So pretty scarce what is in existence right now, around 3,750. But if you want first appearance Howard the Duck in comic book format, I suggest going and pick one of those up. If not in the market, if not in the store, in the marketplace, we'll quickly check the prices over there, but I'm not too sure if it's even going to pop up on the top of the list. Of course not. Why would it? Anyways, maybe we can see. Let's check quickly for you guys. This is a little bit of an impromptu comics, and I don't even see it here. Am I missing something? Craziness. All right. Well, we're not going to find it off the cuff. But we do get the Rabbids coming. This was huge because they're talking about Ubisoft being a nice new partner. We also got the Medium article for the Rabbids. Very, very nice price and very, very scarce. If you didn't know, they also did a little video about it. You got Corey giving a breakdown, so go check that out. It's always great to hear from Corey. So the Uncommon Samurai Rabbid, 20 gems, 1,006 editions. Like these are super limited. And I know a lot of people like these games. Skating Rabbit, really cool one. I think that people will do a lot with this in the showroom. First appearance of skateboard, maybe of someone on a skateboard. Sorry, not just the skateboard. 20 gems, 806 editions. Then we got one that's a double. So these are two Laughing Rabbids. This one I think could also be used to make fun of people, do nice AR stuff. I think it'll be pretty funny. To see what people come up with. 606 editions, super rare. And look at this one, the Sports Rabbit. He's wearing one of those onesie thingies. I hope it's not a thong on the backside, but we will find out when we do get the 3D version. 406 editions and 20 gems. So this is very, very affordable, but gems are tight for people. So like even 20 gems sometimes is a little bit too much, but I think that people will have a lot of fun with these. I'm not going to do any price predictions. I think this is coming out. This is coming out on Saturday. Yeah, so maybe we'll do one tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see if you guys really want to see that. Let's get into the Vivi Twitter again. Let's continue. We got the drop for Gary Baseman. We talked about it yesterday. We can bring it up again. But this is going on March 31st. Or sorry, that's the utility is on March 31st. Where is the date? It is March 24th. So this is tomorrow's drop, which is Gary Basement. So if you guys are going for that, if you get both of them, you do have utility, which will be an airdrop of this poster right here. So if Gary Basement is your thing, very, very limited pieces, 666 editions, very cryptic edition size. But yeah, that is a next drop that is coming through. Now we go back to our Twitter. And I only posted one thing today. Today was a very, very busy day. It was not available 99% of the day. But I did see Mr. Salsikesh putting out something cool that I want to read. And he saw an IG ad for an app called Vivi. Anybody ever heard of it? And here you go. You can see Platinum Moments. Only 18 likes, kind of disheartening, but sponsored. So you can see it's sponsored up there. So Vivi is starting to push the social media advertising. I think if it comes to social media, your best bet probably will be to go through some kind of influencers just to get that word out there. I mean, for people who have big followings, I mean, this maybe you're going to get it into the right. Like if you are doing filtered ads and like advertising toward people who are into NFTs and into digital collectibles, maybe you can filter that way through Facebook because they got all kinds of filters when it comes to advertising. I don't know. We'll see how it did, but it did bring in a ton of money this drop. I want to find Pudding Cheeks' spreadsheet, actually. I saw it a little bit earlier today. Shout out Pudding Cheeks. He also did a great redneck inspiration. I didn't retweet it. I was just checking it out on the phone. But you should definitely go check that out. But let's check out Pudding Cheeks. I like these off-the-cuff videos, like zero pressure. You guys stick with it. I love you guys for that. So let me pull up the burn sheet from my buddy Pudding Cheeks, and we can look at it together. And you can see that in the days leading up to and on or Platinum Moments, we had $500,000 put into the app. So people actually loaded an extra $500,000. We were in the hundreds of thousands for the entire week. So very, very good week for Vivi. The Platinum Moments, Disney bringing it home. Obviously, everything's sold out there. People are anticipating now the utility with the burning of those potions. So all around fun. Go follow my friend Pudding Cheeks. Go check out the kindness, redneck inspiration, because that one was actually hilarious today. And he also put this out from Mitch, if you didn't see it. Ranks and levels are mutually exclusive. Levels are like experience bars in a game, only go up. MCP points accumulate daily towards levels can be spent on benefits. Ranks are assigned based on MCP points accumulated over 24 hours and go up and down relative to the others. Yeah, except for when you don't have the ranks yet, because mine doesn't update. I don't know why, but I'm happy that my number is higher over here. So I'm doing well, level 38, and I'm going to only go up. This number will only go up forever, and it's just going to get harder. It's like a Pokemon Go type thing, but the ranks will be comparable to everyone else. And I want to know where I sit. Like, I don't know what to do. Do I buy anything? Do I sell anything? What do I do? I don't know where I sit, and it's starting to make me nervous that mine's not up and everyone else is getting theirs. And then there's some people who don't even have it, so I can't complain, but I'm just worried that when everybody does get it, mine might not update. So what do you guys think about that? All right, so that's it. I talked about all that I want to talk about for the news. Now I'm going to pull up on my screen. I'm going to read through it, but this is Double Quill's video idea, and I thought it was fantastic. So let's read it through to you guys. Basically, we need a drop schedule for Vivi that goes 2 or 4 weeks out. This is especially true here in this bear market. I know they like the element of surprise and all that, but it's not healthy for business to do it this way. It's hurting us not to have a drop schedule, and it's also hurting them because they don't have as much time to create buzz for drops in the first place when there's absolutely no runway. All right, so I'm going to address each point basically as we go here. But first point is that there's no runway, there's no lead time. I do think that the people who are here are aware of all the drops. Like, I do think that that's getting into their eyes and their heads, and they're seeing what is coming, creating buzz around the rest of the NFT community. Maybe that's something that you do have a point with. I do think that they did come out a little earlier when it came to Lambo, and they did come out a little bit earlier when it came to Sesame Street, and I don't think that really helped too much. Now, that could have been due to obviously way too high edition sizes and way too much gems. But I mean, I think the Lambo was kind of the reverse. Like, too many edition sizes by way too little gems. Like, I think you had to keep that premium to keep the buzz going about that one. So I think there are things that they can improve on, and maybe that extended runway might be a good idea if they do get the edition sizes down. Right. So her first point is people have budgets, some of us smaller than others. I want to be able to plan for drops. If this is as true as they truly mean is a collectible app, then the point is to get the collectibles for the real fans. Well, if the real fan doesn't know what's coming, then they're going to end up spending it on something else, not knowing the thing they really want is a week away. So again, they're not telling people, and they're creating this FOMO. Now you got to remember, by not telling people, it just means that they're going to make people buy and sell other things in the marketplace, and just cash in on all those fees. Like that, those 8.5% fees are so juicy for them. If they tell people ahead of time, people might not go for drops. Drops might not sell out that are in the interim, like any of these lesser big IP drops. They might not sell as many, and then it looks bad on them because they don't sell out the drop and the IP gets upset, right? So, I mean, by having the shorter runway, you got to think in Vivi shoes that they are going to have better sales numbers on everything else because people aren't worried about these other drops that are coming through. And I think you see it because I think there was a drop that came out after they announced Lambo, or people knew Lambo was coming, so they didn't do anything for the, I forget which drop it was, but it happens all the time when people know a drop coming ahead of time, and then there's a like lesser wanted drop the day before, and nobody buys that. So I think it's a little bit harder to do that type of stuff. Maybe you can let people know about like the lesser IPs going through, but I think that once you do announce like bigger time things, it will take away. So second, to prevent gem squeezes. Gem squeezes are bad for both the customer and the company. Gem squeezes happen due to lack of liquidity, right? So what happens when we get wind of a super duper drop and everyone sells? We all take fees, sometimes high as 8%, and to that effect of decreasing the liquidity in the market. So she makes a great point here, because now you're selling, you're losing the 8.5%, and then there's less money in the marketplace to go around, bringing down the price of everything else. So of course, there's never enough new people to compensate for this. So yeah, right now we're in a bear market, less people are coming in. How many gem squeezes and surprise drops does it take to get the situation to snowball out of control? I think we're already there. I think that we've already seen the liquidity go down in the market because of the fees taking the gems out of the app, right? Like, and by doing this, I think you're right. I think by doing the shorter runway, more people are selling, more people are getting hit by the fees, less gems are available in the app because nobody's putting more money in. But now we are seeing in the last week or so a little bit more money coming through because of those platinum moments. Hopefully they can keep it up. Hopefully they keep bringing major IP. I'm curious to see what this Rabbids does. I mean, it's only 20 gems, should not do that big of a blip, but I'm curious to see if they can hold that 100,000 gem per day quota or whatever. Let's see if they can start improving on that and starting to bring a little bit more buzz back on their own. So she says again, a calendar promotes budgeting, wise collecting, and maintaining liquidity. If they want to be a collector app, they need to stop dinking around and give us some runway. That is all. I don't know why everyone is not seeing this as a major problem. People get paid and budget for 2 weeks or 4 weeks, not 3 days. Again, great point. People want to put away money for their speculative spending or whatever. Like some people want to go buy toys. Some people want to buy things, things that make them happy. Like that's a part of people's budgets. People get paid every 2 weeks in most cases. And people budget either for those 2 weeks or for the month. So I do understand if people don't see it coming and it's not in their budget, they can't go for it. So this is definitely going to affect the collector with the smaller budget. I totally get it. So how many people on Vivi have that smaller budget? Is it a bigger portion? Maybe it's something that they can run the numbers on, find out people's budgets. Maybe they can look, they have the numbers. They have how much each person's put in, how often they've been buying. Like if they look at that data, maybe they've already looked at the data and they see that no matter what happens, people are putting in huge amounts of money, like the whales are putting in money, and all these other people have been putting in X amount of money, regardless of what drops have been coming. So I think that they should, if they aren't, be looking at those types of numbers to see if this stuff is affecting the smaller consumer, especially if the smaller consumer is over 50% of their market, which is something that I think should have some weight to it. So it says, end of rant and idea. And then in brackets, and yes, they get their fees for those who want to argue the gem squeeze point, but not at the expense of the overall health of use liquidity. So she's saying that basically, yes, you're going to lose the 8.5%. They take those fees, but then what happens long term Even if we are to take that viewpoint, a company cares about its longevity. And since gem squeezes hurt liquidity, I'd say my point stands. We had Vivi hard chiming in, saying long-term I understand, but the short-term, these first 2 years, Vivi obviously sees us more of a beta user and don't care about those gem squeezes. I think they're focused long-term, but they have not shown any concern, priority, etc. for current users. People mentioned drop schedules over a year ago, and something needed to stabilize this. For example, they play on people's FOMO constantly. So I mean, there's a lot of opinions around this. And Double Quill is bringing up a great point of drop schedules. Like, is that something that you guys would like to see? I know that when other types of collectibles are released, we see drop schedules. We know when things are coming out. Like there's another card game coming out, Lorcana, Disney. I know that they're coming out in August, the first set. Like that is how many months ahead? August 20 something. It's coming out, and that's just a card game. I mean, Funko Pops, they always announce when they're coming through, and it's never like 2-3 days ahead. So Double Quill might have a point here. My biggest concern is that you're going to start to lose those smaller IPs because people are going to be budgeting for the bigger drops, and then those smaller IP items might not sell out, might not be a good look for them. So I do think there is that downside when it comes to that. But I mean, if more than 50% of your user base has lower budgets, then I think that something you got to look at, because you want them to be engaged and you want your user base to be around long term, regardless of the IP on the platform, because if you don't have any users, it doesn't matter what IP you have, right? So great idea. Thank you for the suggestion, Double Quill. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. What do you guys think? Does she have a point? Would a drop schedule help you budget? Would it make you more incentivized to go for drops that maybe you can't afford? How many of you can't afford the drops? Like how many of you couldn't go for platinum moments yesterday? Were you able to scrounge up some change? I know that it's hard to sell stuff in the market nowadays, so I'd love to hear from you guys. And anytime you want, go on that Discord, go under video ideas, leave us some ideas, because whenever we're struggling or whenever we're thinking of ideas, we'll always go over there. We'll take a look. Tron's got some ideas up there as well that I want to get into, and I think I'll do eventually. But yeah, I'm loving the suggestions. Keep them coming, and we will continue to utilize, because we want to get your voice out there and hear what the community thinks. And sometimes they're not going to agree with you. I mean, I know there's going to be a lot of people who do not agree with Double Quill on this one, but there's going to be people who do, and I love hearing both sides of it. Just be respectful in the comments, please, and we will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post. We might be posting your video idea as one of our videos. Also, become a VIP, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button underneath this video, and you get all the perks that come with that. Guys, thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next one. I love you. Bye.